want to head back up. The team from...
What's up, agents, and welcome back to another Division build video. Today we are going to go over a brand new version of the best sniper build in the game right now. But before we get started, be sure to hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and hit the bell so you are notified when I upload more Division videos. Even better, coming over to Twitch and hit follow. I could be streaming live right now, and if you need a community Discord because you need some help with the Division, you need some eagle bearers or something like that, you'll find the link down below in the description to join. And with all that said, let's get started. Right, so the HOTSHOT sniper build that I put out before, it's absolutely banging, but we have made it, well, I've not, Alpine from my community Discord has found a way of running it even better. And as you can see there, it's sitting for just shy of 27.5 million. It's really good. On single player by yourself, you'll obliterate everything. You'll see the clips, you might have seen them already, or at the end as well. I'll put some full playthroughs at the end. You can pretty much one tap bosses. It's that good. I put some more clips as well of multiplayer, so there's 2-player. You don't one tap bosses, but you'll tap everything else. You know, you 2-tap bosses at that point. And it's absolutely fine. And what you can see here, there we go. You can see a constant 27 with all your stacks, obviously, and you can body shot, you know. That's the whole idea. We critted there for 28 as well. So if you are lucky enough to get a crit, I do run this with weapon handling though, because I like the reload being a bit quicker. And I feel like sometimes with the bloom, you can kind of get away with shooting it before it's fully zoomed in. So if you're in a bit of a, you know, tight spot and there's an enemy coming up, yeah, I think the weapon handling helps with all that. It really does, and just makes it very consistent. And the White Death doesn't have as much of that silly kick that it has either. It's more of just a one-tap build. And obviously I run it with the dot. You can run it scoped in if you really want to. That's kind of up to you. It depends how you like to play. I don't like being scoped in, and you'll get, you know, this huge amount of damage without being scoped in. So really good. Right, so let's get on with the build itself. So obviously my White Death has got expertise level 15 on, so that is accounting for some of the damage. Marksman rifle damage, damage to target out of cover, and determined, it's ace. It doesn't seem to be on the buggy board. I think a lot of people think it's bugged because of how it works with the chain killer or headhunter talent. We don't know. It works really well right now, and it's a lot of fun. So for me, take advantage, play with it now. It's a lot of fun to play with. Get determined on your White Death, it's ace. After killing an enemy with a headshot, the next shot landed on an enemy will be guaranteed a headshot. Lovely, we will take it. So let's take a look at the gun itself. So starting off with the scope on the top. Now I've gone with a dot. I don't like playing scoped in. So if you want to do more damage, which when I do numbers in the range or when you look at the gameplay, you'll do way more damage than me if you're going to take the 45% scope or the 30% headshot scope. I feel like I do enough damage. 27.5 million is a lot of damage, really. But I like playing with a dot, and that's why I think this build's so good, that you can do all that damage but still play with a dot scope and not be forced to play scoped in. But totally up to you. If you want to go really maximum damage, like I can put it on and we can have a quick go in the range, and I can show you this. You know, it is a lot of extra damage, but remember, it is only headshot damage. But when this build gets going, every shot is a headshot, so you know, it's a win-win really. So let's do it on an elite. So we'll get the buff going. We've got half headhunter there now we've got full headhunter. You know, we're at 29 there, so it adds a huge amount. So if you're in a group, well, that's a crit, sorry, we're at 28, so it's quite a lot of extra damage. You know, we're talking 0.5 mil extra. So if you're in a group and you can afford to play scoped in, maybe you do, maybe you don't. You know, it's totally up to you. I'm not going to be. I'm going to stick with my 3% headshot scope. The rest of it, accuracy, because I don't like the kick on the gun. This makes it a little bit less and makes the whole usability nicer. So definitely, you know, up to you there. Because you could go with crit chance, or perhaps you've got a bit more crit chance across the board. You didn't go with weapon handling on the rest of the secondary slots. You went with crit chance, so maybe you want to take this. If you do, that's going to be your choice. Stability, I really think makes no difference whatsoever. So I've gone with accuracy. Get these bars maxed out, make the usability as good as possible. And then weapon damage in the back slot. Reload speed, I think, is really good because we've got weapon handling everywhere. I don't think we need that here. I'd rather take the 5% weapon damage. Stability and rate of fire. Rate of fire is a no-go. You know, +3 is nothing. And stability, we're already maxed out. It's not going to get any better. Secondary gun, I've just got my shield splinter on because it does a lot of damage. Really, really nice with perfect optimist. And my third gun, just in case, I'm running a headshot build. Although it's a sniper headshot build, I have a lot of headshot damage in this build. So I run the Regulus. If I want to boom a doorway, if I get a closet, we're full of enemies and I want to do that, I can just switch to this and I will have no problem at all. And then this is the layout for the rest of the build. Now, I am going to preempt this now and tell you this is not an easy build to put together. Mainly because of the chest piece. The chest piece is really, really hard to get. Or the backpack. You can take your pick on which one is really hard to get. And if I just go into my stash, hopefully it's not on another character. I'll scroll down. Yeah, there it is. So you can see on this backpack here, I've got vigilance, weapon handling, and headshot damage. Absolutely love to see it. Absolutely brilliant. Now, I've also got on my chest piece headshot, crit damage, and headhunter. Now, I might swap these over actually and go with an Araldi chest piece because I'm pretty sure I've got an Araldi chest piece with headhunter already that I can substitute in. And rather than have the crit damage, have the weapon handling absolutely everywhere. Depends how much of a perfectionist you are. But right now you can craft these for cheap. It's not intended. I'll link the video down below for you to check it out. It's a really hard piece to get because you've got to get headhunter. You've got to get headshot damage. That's the bare minimum because you need to roll the core attribute to red. So you've got to get at least them two. And any other red here, weapon handling, crit chance, or crit damage is an absolute bonus. Try and get one of them and then you've got a good enough piece. It's really hard to get because it comes with the core attribute of blue. You get constant blues and yellows, what it feels like, more than anything else. Never mind double reds. So it's a really hard build to put together, but there's at least an extra 1 million of damage in doing it this way. And 1 million's a lot of damage. So if you like this build and you want to perfect it, this is the way you're going to have to go. Like I said, you could do it the opposite way around, or maybe you've got lucky already and you already have a HG backpack with vigilance on, with weapon handling and headshot. Roll that core attribute to weapon damage and put a headshot mod in and you're absolutely loving life. Really, really good. So let's go back to how I've got it set up though. So you're going to put a headshot mod in there. And that is going to be that piece. The second piece, I've got my gloves, headshot, weapon handling, and weapon damage, giving me the 2-piece bonus, headshot damage, and marksman rifle damage. Now, obviously, the second piece for this could be in the head, it could be in the holster, and it could be in the knees. It really doesn't matter which way around you have this. The combination that you need to get to is 2 HG, 1 Araldi, and 3 HOTSHOT. Not using the HOTSHOT chest and not using the HOTSHOT backpack, which is what makes it a little bit tricky. When it comes to the backpack then, we've got marksman rifle damage from 1 piece Araldi. We've got weapon damage, weapon handling, headshot, and headshot in the mod slot. Vigilance increases total weapon damage by 25%. Taking damage disables the buff, which is why I run the decoy. You could run the defender drone if you really wanted to, but I find the decoy better because they're not going to be shooting at you. Therefore, you're not going to be losing the buff, and you can't use a shield with the White Death. Revive 5 as an extra life. So going back to the gear, we're going to take a look at the HOTSHOT. You can see marksman rifle damage, weapon handling, and headshot damage. We're not bothered about the 4-piece bonus because that extra damage increases in and out after every other shot. This build way more consistent and eventually because of that way more damage. weapon damage, headshot damage, and headshot damage in the mod slot. And that's exactly what you want everywhere else. Weapon damage, headshot, and weapon damage and headshot. And like I said, I've rolled weapon handling because I do prefer having that faster reload speed and that little bit of reduction in the bloom and the kick of the gun. But you could roll crit chance everywhere if you really wanted to, because then you push a little bit more damage. It just depends how you feel. If you're playing controller, if you're playing on, you know, console or whatever, it does depend on how you feel. And then once you get this rolling, as you know, and as you see in the footage, you know, you get that headshot and you take them down. An elite always going to take 2 to start. And then after that, you just body shot City for the rest of it. You don't really have to worry about being too accurate. It just depends how quick you are with your body shots. And like I said, see how I pulled that just a little bit quicker off the bloom because I've got all the handling in. You can afford to do that a little bit. And it still hits fairly accurate, which is really nice to have. Just brings a more good feeling for me anyway, because like I said in my previous videos, you know, I'm really good at the headshots anyway, but I like to have that little bit more feeling of control, and it just feels a bit more smoother. And it feels a lot like using the TAC 50, which is an absolute beast of a gun anyway. Super smooth, really good zoom in and zoom out, but you feel like you've got that control. And I do that now with the White Death. So let's take a look at the stat page. So you can see I'm doing a whopping 310% headshot damage. The crit damage and crit chance really don't make much of a difference. I very rarely crit. I'm all just about the headshots, and you know, that's how this build works. You know, every shot is a headshot. So the only bonus sometimes will be if you do get a bonus crit, that's nice, but I definitely take the handling over the crit chance and the reload speed and everything else, because you know, reload deaths can hurt. It's the reason we run the hive, but you know, they can really hurt. But 310% headshot damage is really nice. And obviously, like we covered before, that would go up to a total of 352 if you do decide that you want to play scoped in, because you know, you are not doing enough damage already. So that's going to be it for the video. Do enjoy the footage. We're nearly there to 7,000 subs. We are grinding that 10,000. So if you've not hit the sub button already, please do consider hitting that sub button. It would mean the absolute world. Like, comment, and let me know down below. Are you running this? Have you run it this way? Has this been a secret that I didn't know about? But yeah, definitely the better way of running it. Just that extra over a million, nearly 1.5 million worth of damage. Definitely worth taking this way around. Really good. Don't forget, come over to Twitch and hit follow, especially if you need some division help. And yeah, thanks for everything, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.
We need you to secure the memorial and remove the True Sons forces. If they maintain this outpost, the True Sons will be a direct threat to the campus.
Setting up my you for that incapacitating target.
Incoming backup request.
Got a visual on additional hostiles in the memorial compound. They're moving south. There's a gate between you. It looks closed from here.
Agent, you'll need to find a way to open that gate.
There! I'll check it out! I'll go ahead and take a look. Let's put them down! I'll set up my turret. Engaging target!
Medical assistance needed.
All clear. I repeat, the compound is all clear.
No, that can't be all of them. Check the interior while I get Henry's people to maintain the perimeter.
Let's make it perfect. Frag out.
What the fuck? Let's see. Screw you!
Damn it. The True Sons have turned the memorial into a base. There's an area beneath you with increased security. Isaac can't access data on this location. Stay alert. I don't know what you're walking into.
Careful with those rounds! You wanna kill everybody in here? Hear that?
DC-62 detected.
Heads up. Isaac just ID'd those shells as chemical weapons. Can't afford to let the True Sons escape with those. You gotta find a way to close up that tunnel.
Leave no circle. Die, division asshole.
I need to nail this guy. Jesus!
According to the schematics Isaac pulled upstairs, we can lock that tunnel door from their control center. That should keep them from being able to transport those mortars loaded with DC-62.
Deploying a frag.
Putting up a turret! No! Should've stayed up.
That should keep them from getting more of those mortars.
You think closing the tunnel was smart? Fuck you! You locked yourself in with us. I'll make sure you rot down here.
Watch the sniper. Move or you're fucked.
want to head back up. The team from the campus has taken position inside the memorial.
If you hadn't stopped them, I know they would have used those weapons on us, and we would have ended up like Castle. I can't tell you how relieved I am to have you on our side. Thank you.
Today, we dealt a great blow to the True Sons infrastructure. We confiscated a massive cache of chemical weapons and eliminated a stronghold near the campus. You should be proud. You saved a lot of lives today. We need you to secure the memorial and remove the True Sons forces. If they maintain this outpost, the True Sons will be a direct threat to the campus.
Fuck you! This... Shit! Sounder intended!
Got a visual on additional hostiles in the memorial compound. They're moving south. There's a gate between you. It looks closed from here.
Agent, you'll need to find a way to open that gate.
Might as well go and see.
And finish this!
Now bleed out.
Contact. Fuck! I can't be out now!
All clear. I repeat, the compound is all clear.
No, that can't be all of them. Check the interior while I get Henry's people to maintain the perimeter. intrusions have turned the memorial into a base. There's an area beneath you with increased security. Isaac can't access data on this location. Stay alert. I don't know what you're walking into.
Careful with those rounds! You wanna kill everybody in here? Hear that?
DC-62 detected.
Heads up. Isaac just ID'd those shells as chemical weapons. Can't afford to let the True Sons escape with those. You gotta find a way to close up that tunnel.
Enemies behind the bridge. Deploying frag. Just fucking.
According to the schematics Isaac pulled upstairs, we can lock that tunnel door from their control center. That should keep them from being able to transport those mortars loaded with DC-62.
Coming around the block! You know what?
He's not getting up.
Yeah! Have some more!
That should keep them from getting more of those mortars.
You think closing the tunnel is smart? Fuck you! You locked yourself in with us. I'll make sure you rot down here.
Take the fucking division down.
Got you now! Try to get good shots! I have it! Not so smart now!
Vital signs critical.
Come on then, fucker!
Good work. Go on and head back up. The team from the campus has taken position inside the memorial.
If you hadn't stopped them, I know they would have used those weapons on us, and we would have ended up like Castle. I can't tell you how relieved I am to have you on our side. Thank you.
Today, way, we dealt a great blow